Hi everyone and welcome to another Drugstore Better Than High End. I think this is episode 7. There have been a lot that have come before this one. I will link them all up here if you haven't seen them before and you want to check those out. But today we're going to be talking about all those affordable products that I feel are either just as good as or even better than their high-end counterparts. We're going to get straight on with it. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new videos on YouTube every single week and I would absolutely love it if at some point in this video you're enjoying what you're watching, you consider clicking on that like button, the subscribe button, and also the notification bell. So let's dive straight into the first product. I'm not going to go into this in masses of detail because I've already spoken about it a lot on my channel in several videos, including the one that my mum featured in a week ago, 2 weeks ago, can't remember when it was. Anyway, if you have mature skin and you want to know my mum's opinions on certain products, I'll link that video up here for you if you haven't already seen it so you can watch it after this video. But the product that features in this video, that video, lots of others, is the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink Liquid Lipstick. I love this. This is on par, if not better, than some liquid lipsticks of a high-end variety that I've tried in the past. Some liquid lips dry out my lips like no tomorrow. This does not do that. This has quite a creamy consistency. It's not matte. It's got a sheen to it. It is quite shiny on the lips. Not overly shiny, but it does have a sheen and it just lasts on me. For me, it's not transfer resistant. It does lift a little on my mum, but not in a patchy way. So really, really long lasting, comfortable to wear, punchy on the pigment. It's not just a wash of color. It's like serious color. I love it. I think it's amazing and it definitely deserves its place in this video. Next product, and again, I'm not going to go into it in masses of detail. I have just done a video that is solely on this product. I think it is amazing, looks beautiful on the skin. That video was titled Affordable Alternative for the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. If you're wanting something very similar, definitely check out this product. And if you want a little bit more information on this that I'm going to give in this video, I will link that video up here for you so you can check it out later. These are the Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzers. They are silky smooth, they are pigmented, they are beautiful on the skin. This does have a little bit of an emollient sheen when you first apply them to the skin, but if you have dry skin like me, and I can't speak for absolutely everybody, but on my skin, these just suck in all that hydration, the nourishment, and it leaves a non-tacky finish on the surface of the skin, which is beautiful. These are multi-purpose. You can use these as contours, you can use these as bronzers. They glide on the skin beautifully, they blend out effortlessly, and you can use them underneath foundation, over the top of foundation with a tinted moisturizer. Breathe. These are absolutely beautiful, and I often reach for these instead of the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. I'm not gonna lie. Just really lovely. Just a tiny little bit of extra information for you. The Ultra Cream Bronzer in the shade Light is slightly warmer toned than the Ultra Cream Bronzer in the shade Medium, which is why I like to mix these two together. For a contour, I tend to use the medium shade. If I'm just bronzing and want a little bit of warmth, I choose the light shade. But in general, I mix them both together and it is the most beautiful shade and also the most beautiful finish on the surface of the skin. Really, really like them. So if you're not into cream bronzers, if you prefer a powder bronzer, I also have an option for you as well, because L'Oreal have just introduced the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Matte Bronzers, and these are divine, absolutely gorgeous. Again, I've got 2 shades in this, and again, the lighter shade has more warmth to it than the medium shade. So the one on the left is in the shade 250, which is light. As you can see, that has a slightly yellowier, warmer undertone, and the one on the right is in the shade 300, which is light medium, which slightly has a more pinkier undertone to it, which I really, really like. I much prefer a cool tone bronzer, even though my undertone is neutral warm. I just think it looks so much nicer on my skin. And because I don't have a seriously warm undertone, generally if I put a really warm bronzer on my skin, it looks seriously orange. Both of these shades don't look orange on my skin, but I do prefer the light medium shade, which has a slightly pinkier hue. So these are extremely silky smooth in consistency. They are so easy to apply. They have a lot of pigment, but they are buildable. So you can achieve a little bit of color, or you can build it up to be a little bit punchier. Because of the matte finish on these, they're also really quite airbrushing and smoothing on the skin. I find that this gives you that soft focus appearance, which is really blurring and incredibly flattering on my skin. I just think these are amazing. The packaging even comes with a little mirror that you can access with a bit of a flip, which is great for on the go. No, the packaging isn't super luxurious. It's a little bit plasticky, it's a little bit clunky, but I'm not paying for luxury here. And even though I'm not paying for luxury, I'm getting a product that is amazing quality. So if you are one of those people that has never tried an affordable bronzer, you are seriously into your luxury products, your luxury bronzers, and you're just wanting to economize a bit, really recommend these. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So I've had lots of questions about the color of my nail polish recently. If you watch every single one of my videos, and if you do that, by the way, I absolutely love you. Thank you so much. You will have noticed this color pop up in several videos that have come before this one. And that is not because I film lots of videos in one day. I mean, I sometimes do, but I haven't been doing recently. That is because this nail polish lasts an incredibly long amount of time. I think I've touched this nail up once in the last... We're on day 7. So I had to touch this one up. This is my ridged nail and it often just chips a little bit around the groove. So I've had to touch this one up slightly, but the rest of them, this is day 7. Now I know not everybody is a fan of green. You know, not everybody likes their nails to look like Shrek, but I just love myself a bit of green. This comes in lots of other colors as well, so don't worry. It is super affordable and it's one of the best nail polishes I've ever had on my nails. And that is a tall claim from me because I like nail polish and I've used a lot of them, including high-end ones, and this just outperforms a lot of the ones that I've used. This is from Barry M and it's the Jelly High Shine Nail Paint. It is superb. I have this in a couple of shades. The shade that I have on my nails at the moment is called Fizzy Apple, and the other shade that I have, the lighter shade, is called Key Lime Pie. These are only £3.99. Unbelievable. I am going to be going back and getting these in other shades as well. The applicator, the brush, is not awful either. I find it really easy to use. There's no little hairs that are sticking out to the side, which you can get in some really affordable polishes. That is not the case with these. I don't really see the difference between this and Nails Inc. To be honest, it's really nice. It holds the polish lovely and it coats the nail really well. I love the consistency of the polish because it's not too thick. And yet, even though it's not too thick, it really is super pigmented and it dries down fast, but not too fast that you've only got one little stripe on and it's already started to harden and then it makes a mess because it goes all gloopy. That is not what this is. Really thin consistency. It gives you a chance to get it all on the nail and then smooth it over with a quick swipe before you allow it to dry down. It's not ultra super fast drying, but it is still really fast drying, and I would prefer this any day of the week to one of those that's just too fast, and because it's too fast it's hard to apply. Love these. Really love these. I will be picking them up in further shades. Next product. These are not new by any way, shape or form. My mum's been using these for a really long time after Stephanie Marie recommended them to us. I have not. So I only went out and bought a couple of shades of these maybe 3 weeks ago. Possibly. I've not had these off my lips. I just think they are the best thing ever. Again, better than some of the high-end liquid lips and some of the high-end lacquers that I have in the drawers over there. These are from L'Oreal and I can never remember the full name of these because the name was on a little plastic tag that was on the outside. You have to remove the tag in order to use the product, and once the tag is gone, you just don't know what this is called anymore. It's gone forevermore, never to be returned. So I think this is the Signature Rouge High Shine colour ink, but I will find out for you for definite and link it in the description box. I have the shades 301 in Be Determined, which I have on today, and also 305 in Be Captivating, which is my mum's favourite. I also really, really like it. So yeah, I just think these are immense. Super, super nourishing on the lips. They just feel like a very high-end, luxury, creamy lipstick, and yet they seriously last. Love them. If you've spent a fortune in the past on the Lancome lip lacquers, you really like the feel of them, you like the wearability, you like the longevity, highly recommend getting your hands on these because in my opinion, they feel the same, they look the same, they last the same. What can I say? Really, really nice. Let's move on, and this next product surprised me. I think surprised me is slightly an understatement. I was gobsmacked at how these applied, how these lasted, how they looked on my skin, and pretty much that I liked them in general was a bit jaw-dropping. So these are the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blushes. If you've seen my review on the original putty blushes, you will also be surprised because I wasn't that big a fan. I found them a little patchy, difficult to apply. These are not like that at all. I think if you apply too much at once, you might find that these go a little bit patchy on you, but I've never had an issue. I have seen some reviews on these where some people have had issues with them, but like I said, never had an issue. I have these on today. So the shade that I have on today is the shade Belize, and it is my favorite shade. I'm going to show you swatches of all three shades that I have. So we have Belize, we have Maui, and we have Isla del Sol. All gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. I wanted to get quite a cross section of the shades to try that were definitely going to look different on my skin. They do, they all look stunning. And yeah, I just really, really like them. What shocked me with these, because they are an affordable product, I was expecting quite chunky particles of glitter. I was expecting my face to sparkle when I was wearing these, and it doesn't at all. These are a really nice, luminous sheen. Now, if you have lots of texture and open pores that you prefer to conceal, these probably aren't going to be the product for you. But if you like to wear a matte foundation and you like to bring that little bit of luminosity into your other products, these are just lovely. A little goes a long way. Try not to over apply these because it can look a little much. I'm thinking Aunt Sally here, especially with the shade Isla del Sol. I think I must have applied this in the dark the first time I applied it. Just a little much. Not a good look for me, it turns out. But in the right quantity, stunning. That beautiful sheen on the surface of the skin. It's summery, it's girly, it's glowy, it's youthful. It's just beautiful. Also, there is a slight little bit of tackiness on the surface of the skin if you build these up, but if you have this quite subtle, I don't find there's any tackiness on the surface at all. And it obviously depends on what skincare you're putting underneath these, what foundation you're putting underneath these, because if your foundation is tacky, then these are going to be tacky as well. But if you are putting something on underneath that's quite matte, these should sink in and not give you any tackiness on the surface. You can powder these in place if they do get a little bit too luminous for you, it's a little bit too shiny, too dewy. Little bit of powder just dims the shine down a little bit. I just adore them and I will be wearing them a lot. And finally, I know I've already mentioned this mascara in one of the previous episodes that have come before this one, but I wanted to mention it again because they've brought out a new shade. This is a brown and I love this mascara. I just think it is amazing. And I know a lot of you are always on the hunt for a really decent, affordable brown mascara, and this is definitely one of those. This is the e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara. It has the most fantastic applicator, coats every single lash, separates the lashes, no clumpiness, just length, volume. A lot of people will say that this smudges on them. It may do so. It's really kind to the lashes. It's really hydrating and nourishing. So one of the drawbacks of having one of those mascaras is it sometimes smudges. But if you are finding that your mascara smudges, just put a little bit of powder on the backs of your lashes, right underneath wherever it smudges, and you should find that desists. So that's it for this video. I really hope you found it helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also please list all of your favorite affordable products in the comments section, because if I've not tried any of your favorites, I may be able to get my hands on them if they are available in the UK. And you never know, maybe they'll feature in the next episode of Drugstore Better Than High End. Thanks very much for watching, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.